I see several key challenges for L&D. The first one is really efficiency. I've seen many L&D organizations being scattered around the business units and having duplicate functions, delivering similar contents to different audiences. I think this is good when you're in a startup mode where speed counts, but usually when you are more mature in an organization, cost pressure is coming. And I have seen a lot of savings by really merging scattered functions. For instance, if you merge different logistic functions, if you stop running several learning management systems and really integrate this into one system, if you build up vendor management. The second key challenge for me is vendor management. Usually learning and development organizations deal with many different vendors, and I've seen a lot of units having different contracts with different vendors, not specifying quality agreements, not specifying KPIs. Learning and development professionals should know their market. They should know all the vendors, not only in country but also internationally. And good organizations do a pitch in vendor management and really ask many vendors for pricing, for quality. And you will find out that on the one hand you can save quite a lot of money, but on the other hand, more important, you get the best vendors working with you. And if you have an excellent market overview, you can easily select the best vendors based on your needs. So the third challenge for L&D organization for me is having the right organization model. As I said in the first channel, scattered unit is good when you're in a startup mode, but you should think about where does learning and development belongs to. So I think it's quite good to join them into an HR function, but sitting in an HR function, learning and development has to deliver value to support the business unit. So for me, learning and development in an HR function, it's not only leadership training or soft skills training, it has to have the full scope of learning, sales, service, technology, and for this you have to have a solid understanding of all your business units in an L&D function. You have to have people coming out of the business units, working for learning and development, and really supporting HR as a business partner to deliver value to the business unit. So the final and most important challenge for learning and development is, for me, knowledge flow, making the knowledge flow. Learning everything in learning is about knowledge management. And knowledge management you can't do in databases. In databases you store data and information. Knowledge is always between your ears. Yeah? So you have to bring people together to communicate. Of course you need technology to foster knowledge transfer, but it's always about people passing their knowledge from one to the other. And I think the role of learning and development, of training of students, of trainees is changing. One day you are the students sitting in a room and listening. The next day you're a trainer because you're an expert in a specific field and you're passing the knowledge to your fellow colleagues or to external partners. The third day you are creating a content on the social media platform. So we have a lot of platforms like Facebook or Yammer for companies. We have to use these platforms more, and we have to really create small knowledge nuggets, because nobody is interested in listening to a 3-hour e-learning session. The average time somebody spends in front of an e-learning model, in my experience, is 10 to 15 minutes. Business is so demanding, people don't have the time to listen or to watch a 1-hour video. So therefore, knowledge creation and knowledge transfer is key for a learning and development function of the future. I think L&D is one of the key contributors for talent management. Because first of all, we have to really think about what's a talent. Talent is such a big phrase. I always tend to ask, talent for what? Talent for everything never works. So in a company, in an organization, you have to know which talents are you looking for. Are you looking for the next leader, for the next CEO? Are you looking for your chief technology architect? Because we are, careers are no longer that separated in expert career or management career. I think it's melting together, it's merging together. Yeah, you need both. You might be several years a manager, and then you work several years an expert, or vice versa. So first is you need to know what kind of expert you are looking. You need to know what kind of talent you are looking for. Once you have an idea what's your talent, you have to recruit them from the market. That's the first step. The second step is you have to keep them in your organization, and how to keep a talent in your organization. Of course, you can pay this talent a nice salary. You can send him on nice training courses, but yet that's usually not sufficient. You have to create an environment where talents feel valued. And if somebody feels valued, if somebody gets assignments, if somebody is encouraged, this person will deliver a lot of performance and will do a great career in a company. I think engagement is a big word that, of course, talents like to engage. But it's also important to create this environment where they like to engage. And this is very important. Learning and development here can really help in, of course, provide training courses, but also provide a knowledge network where talents can learn from senior people, from their fellows, from other experts, learn a lot about the company in assignments, in projects. This learning and development really can foster to promote talent management in an organization. The second thing what's important in talent management is, for me, I've created a new leadership development program, and we've talked a lot about how to do this leadership program, and we've decided to make a disruptive approach. We have combined leaders, top experts, and talents in the same program. Why did we do this? Because I think that the best way a talent can learn how to lead, or can identify which direction he or she is planning to go, is by meeting with senior leaders, meeting with senior experts, being in the same course over a period of 12 months, and by really being in the same modules, in similar courses, this talent is creating a network. This talent automatically has a mentor. And the best way a talent can learn is learning from real leaders, learning from real experts, learning from real cases in your organization. And at the end of this program, my strong belief is the talent has no problem to market himself in order to get his next job in the company, because he is already well known, he is well connected, and he is well educated. I think that's the best way talent management can work in an organization. So my view on strategic workforce planning is, it all starts with your company vision, with your company mission, and your strategy. You have to work with your CEO, with your senior leadership team, in order to decide what business are you in 1, 3, 5 years, depending on your market. So once an organization knows what key priorities, what key products they are planned to deliver in 3 years, they then can derive from this company strategy a business unit strategy. If the CEO really explains what he wants to achieve, the CIO or the financial officer can really derive from that the key priority for his particular business unit. Having said that, a business unit strategy always goes in line with strategic tasks of this business unit. So once the CIO knows what kind of task he has to deliver, it's then easy to decide what skills will I need to deliver this. And I mean really soft skills, behavior skills, as well as hard skills. My experience is that you have to make up a skill gap analysis, a skill quadrant, specifying where do you have too much skills in futures, where do you have too less skills. So you have now this cycle starting from the strategy, business unit strategy, you know which kind of skills you need, and once you see the skill gaps you need, once you see where you have too many skills, you have the direction for your change. Having this skill quadrant with the skill gap, it also helps you to recruit the right people. How do you want to recruit talent if you don't know the direction you want to go? If you know what is your direction in 3 years, you know what kind of people to attract. Of course, you would not attract young talents in software development. You would, for instance, attract young talents in vendor management or project management. So this gives you a lot of opportunity to plan all your HR solutions based on your skill requirements. And if you work with all your initiatives, from learning development, from recruitment, from your compensation and benefit model towards these skill gaps, towards the strategic tasks, it will be very easy that HR really delivers the value the CEOs is expecting from them. The future of HR lies, of course, in being an essential partner in delivering these products. And an HR organization has to deliver efficient and effective learning programs, knowledge management programs. And a successful HR organization knows what kind of talents are needed in the organization today and tomorrow and in 3 or 4 years. And a successful HR organization will be the key driver, the key facilitator of a strategic workforce planning. Not only to plan seats and heads, but to plan in more detail, in more quality, skills required in the business units in future. I think an HR organization which invests in these products will have no problem in future to sit at the C-level table. That's my view.